Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today for an evisceration. Etika would be proud. Rest in peace. Alright, what's going on, everyone? Gamer Guide here. And we got some huge news from SoaCity.com. They completely debunked all of Zippo's Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 remake leaks as fabricated. So Zippo's credibility has officially hit zero at an all-time low. He's been lying to all of us. Now, before I get into this article, let me just list a few cliff notes here so everyone can understand how full of shit Zippo really is. Now, here are the things that he was wrong about. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 remakes, I will get to that in the article. He was completely wrong about that. He fabricated that. And for those of you who don't know, fabricate means to completely invent or concoct, typically with deceitful intent. So it's more than just, oh, he was wrong, he got a few things wrong. No, they were fabricated. So he was wrong about that. He was wrong about the Dimps 2D Sonic game. Remember that, guys? That was the whole Dimps 2D Sonic game that Sega wanted to make because Sega was jealous of Sonic Mania's success for some reason. You know, so they wanted to make a new 2D game, which is completely ridiculous. Sega hasn't worked with Dimps for years. The last Dimps Sonic game was 2013 Sonic Lost World 3DS. When Sega is done with the company, they're done with the company, like BioWare. They don't go back to them. And why would Sega be jealous of Sonic Mania? Sega loves the success for that. They kept on just promoting the game, saying how it's the best reviewed Sonic game since Sonic Adventure 2. So that was full of shit. The next one, when he said the next 3D Sonic game would not be Boost, it would be a return to Sonic Adventure gameplay with multiple playable characters. None of that was true. Sonic Rangers is going to have boosting levels in it. It's not going to be returned to adventure gameplay. It's just going to be open world, but I'll get to that too. And as far as we know, Sonic is the only playable character, so I don't know where he got that from. And he's gotten plenty of other stuff wrong if you just look at his blog posts. The only things that he got right were things that we already knew about, like Sonic Team kind of absolving. They weren't really absolved, but they were combining other companies from RS2 and all that stuff. So it became more like a Sega Studio thing. They just keep Sonic's Team because, you know, Sonic Team is pretty much a brand name now. So that's why they kept it, but much of the team is different. We've been knowing this since Forces, especially when the 3-level designers were completely new. 2 of them were new, 1 was from Lost World. All the other ones went over to Nintendo. Now, the only thing Zippo got right is Sonic Collection or Sonic Origins. That's the only thing he got right. And I know some people be like, oh, but Gamer God, I mean, Sega always ports the classic games on every major console. Sonic 1 and 2 is in every system. It's on the Switch, it's on the 3DS, it's everywhere. It's on PlayStation now, it's an Xbox. Yeah, that may be true, but Sonic 3 and Knuckles, he also predicted that too. And the last time we've had 3 and Knuckles ported on anything was the Sonic Classic Collection. So I'll give Zippo partial credit on that. And he got that information like a month before Sonic Central. That's it. But everything else was fabricated. He did not predict Sonic Colors Ultimate. I repeat again, he did not predict that. Oh, but Gamer Guide, he said that about like a couple weeks before the game came out. Yeah, because he saw it listed on different game store websites in different countries. I announced Sonic Colors Remaster was coming out since January of this year, the beginning of this year, because a Sega insider told me that. I'm not going to repeat that story again, but all I'm going to say is that people like Sam had to tell me to keep it on the down low because, you know, Sega didn't want that news to come out yet. I knew that in the beginning of the year. Zippo had no knowledge of that. I predicted Sonic Rangers was coming out, an open world 3D Sonic game back in March. I didn't know it was called Sonic Rangers because I didn't data mine it, but I knew the next big AAA Sonic game we were going to get was going to be open world. We all wanted the Adventure Remix, right? Because of Crash, Insane Trilogy, Spyro Reignited, all that stuff. You know, every company was doing remakes. Like even SpongeBob got a remake of Bikini Bottom. But I was like, no, I think Sega's going to go the open world route because knowing Sega, they always want to do something different, but it's still kind of copying because Breath of the Wild and even Mario Odyssey. So yeah, he didn't predict that. But anyway, let's get to this article here because I knew nothing about this. It was a friend of mine that sent me this like, yo, Gamer Guy, you might want to take a look at this. So it says, Zippo published an article back in April addressing remakes of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. Zippo was correct about previous leaks regarding Nintendo, and this article was largely received by the community as being credible. Zippo's article was mostly fabricated with incorrect information and speculation. We have been informed of Zippo sources and the limited information Zippo was given regarding the remakes. Zippo's article fabricates details on the remakes based on the limited information Zippo had received. Yo, they're really just dogpiling on Zippo here, and I commend them for that. I commend Soa City, because it's about time someone calls Zippo on his shit. You know, and it's funny because some people bashed on me a lot for criticizing Zippo as spreading fake leaks, remember? I said this several times. Especially this video that I posted, it got a lot of dislikes because Sonic fans were on a Zippo high in the beginning of the year. You know, they were taking his BS leaks like a drug. Even Prem was all hyped and excited for the return to the adventure era and all that, remember? Everyone was on a false high in the beginning of the year. Even the Sonic show was like, oh, Zippo's right, Zippo's right. It's right, he's confirmed. And I've been telling people, yo, why are you guys believing Zippo? He just came out of the blue. I don't give a fuck if he's been correct about Nintendo or whatever. This is Sonic. And everyone just wanted to believe him because he was telling you guys what you wanted to hear. He was just making a Sonic fan wish list. Also, that Sonic Rose I talked about in that video, I've always marked Sonic Rose or Sonic Unlimited as speculation, never as fact. You know, when I report on leaks, I report them as speculation. Even the insiders told me they have no knowledge about that game existing at all, but it sounded more plausible than whatever BS Zippo was concocting. But of course, people don't listen. They thought I actually believed we were getting a game called Sonic Rose, so I just ran with it as a running gag on my channel. Since some of you seem to believe anything with Sonic in it, that's why you fell for Zippo's lies. At least if I'm pulling a stunt like that, it's either an April Fool's prank or a satire. Says we received details on remakes of both Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 in September 2019. The source behind these details was responsible for an early version of the Sonic Forces script leaking the previous year, which was also sent to us. We were asked to publish an article covering the remakes. We decided not to at the time. And I know exactly who they're talking about, Larry. See, this is why I think Sonic Rangers might get changed. That might not be the official title, because Sonic Forces used to be called Sonic Wars. So I'm pretty sure this was the same guy that leaked Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, because that's what the insiders told me. So yeah, that much is true. Zippo's timeline on the remakes is incorrect. The remakes were not planned for a 2015 release and were not dependent on the sales of Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. This poster is completely unrelated to the remakes and is a fabrication. While it is true the continuation of the remakes were dependent on a title success, this title was Sonic Forces. The remakes were in development as recent as 2017 and were shelved with continuation dependent on Sonic Forces, which was a commercial success, and the remakes continued production for a while. First of all, I know Prem is very mad about this. He just made a video last night about it. Like, he was angry at Sega for relying on Sonic Forces' success to discontinue the Sonic Adventure remakes. I'm even surprised Sonic Forces was a success, but this video is not going to be me bashing on Sega. That I'm going to save that for another video. But my previous video, I was talking about Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, how it's that game's fault that we're not getting the Adventure remakes. Turns out I was wrong. We were all wrong about that because Zippo lied to us. You know, Zippo says Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric was the reason why we're not getting the Adventure remakes, because Rise of Lyric bombed. And that was just weird to me, because I was like, okay, look, I know Sega screwed over Big Red Button, you know, like, we're not excusing them for that. You know, they're still at fault for that and all that, but it's like, why would they put all their stock and investments in Boom Rise of Lyric? Wasn't that always supposed to be a spin-off? Like, that's why Sega threw Big Red Button under the bus. For them to depend on a spin-off game to continue an adventure remakes that everyone wanted, and, you know, for them to just go bankrupt when the game bombed, like, I still believe Sega has gone low budget because of stupid risks they have taken, like Boom Rise of Lyric. I do strongly believe Boom Rise of Lyric's failure is one of the reasons why they're doing low budget, but I don't think it's solely because of Boom Rise of Lyric. Remember, Generations was kind of low budget. It was lower budget than Unleashed. Generations was still great. Level design, they still put a lot of resources on that. But, you know, there were some things they cut corners on, like the story, for instance, and just the amount of, I wouldn't say padding, but just the length of the game. Colors was also pretty short too. That's why they broke up the levels in like 6 acts when it really should have been 3 acts. But, you know, the low budget feeling started becoming more evident after Rise of Lyric, you know, with Forces, TSR, Team Sonic Racing, and all that. That's a huge bombshell. So, the remakes had not made it past alpha builds and tests at the time. Zippo stating the modern voice cast and writers would be involved is an assumption. There were no details on whether lines would be re-recorded by the modern voice cast or whether the story would be rewritten. I like to think if Sega was really going to move forward with adventure remakes, they know better than to have Roger Craig Smith voice Sonic. They would either bring back Ryan Drummond to redo their lines for the game, or they would just polish up the lines themselves, you know, no biggie. I mean, we see Ryan Drummond still reprising Sonic in some, you know, fan projects and all that, so why wouldn't he do it for an official Sonic game? So, the Sonic Adventure Music Experience concerts were also not connected to the remakes. This is another fabrication in an attempt to add credibility to Zippo's article. However, music was also causing huge issues for the remakes. Contracts and rights were trying to be sorted out, so music changes would likely be present. You know, this is something that has not only plagued Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but it's also plagued things like Sonic CD. Remember the Christian Whitehead remaster, that Toot Toot Sonic Warrior? We didn't get the vocals for that, only the instrumental. You know, so Sega's always had these weird issues with music licensing rights. It's just been more prevalent and obvious in Sonic 3 and Knuckles because of Michael Jackson's involvement and his musicians' involvement with the game. But I'm sure that's not anything they won't be able to go around with, because I mean, it's not like Sonic 3 and Knuckles levels. We published an article a while before Sonic Colors Ultimate was even announced with details regarding the development of the remaster and optional skins and movie Sonic content in-game. Yeah, Soa City did talk about this. This was back in May 6th. And this was around the time Zippo came out with his Sonic Ultimate details. But like I said, I've been talking about this game since January. I knew Sega was going to come out with this game this year. These details were officially confirmed in the Sonic Colors Ultimate announcement trailer. The same source informed us as of late 2020, the Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2 remakes had been shelved despite their continued development after the sales success of Sonic Forces. It's possible the remakes will resume development in future or possibly have resumed development since. You can read our full article here. Yeah, like the previous video I did, I strongly believe Sega is going to pick up Sonic Adventure remakes, especially with all this news popping up. Like, they're just going to wait. You know, right now it's Colors Ultimate. After Colors Ultimate will be Origins early next year. After Origins will be Rangers. After Rangers, what else can you do? You know, like, just do the Adventure remakes. I'm pretty sure they're going to do that. You know, especially that Azuka talked about the development behind Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 in a recent interview. I think they're going to do this. There has been no official announcement from Sega on potential remakes of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. Any details covering the remakes should be seen as nothing more than a rumor. Izuka expressing interest in remaking Sonic Adventure during an interview with Retro Gamer magazine back in 2018 is the only official news we have heard. So, it turns out Zippo played us all for fools. This is worse than the Sonic Rangers Reddit leaks. Remember those numerous Rangers leaks on 4chan and Reddit? Whatever happened to those, you know? Funny how it all died down months later after the trailer review in Sonic Central. Now, why would he do this? Why would Zippo do this if people said he's a reputable leaker from Nintendo games and other franchises? My guess is he took advantage of Sonic fans' gullible nature and deceived a lot of us. You know, Sonic fans can be quite gullible, let's be honest. You know, let's be honest. They believe anything they hear, especially if they like someone. If someone is controversial, they're going to believe him less. So you can tell Zippo has absolutely no respect for the Sonic fan base. You know, I don't blame him on that. But to go out of your way to fabricate a bunch of lies, writing all these articles for attention and praise when 95% of the time you're talking out of your ass, that's a new low. He even talks shit about other Sonic tubers here. Now, he wrote this, thinking he's slick. You get a super special shout out, Speed Supersonic. To all you money hungry, lying Sonic tubers who have nothing better to do than make clickbaity nonsense that does nothing more than misinform people, make a video on this. I dare you. Now, you're the one to talk, Zippo, about making clickbaity nonsense to misinform people. All your leaks are nothing but misinformation. So like, how dare you even make a stupid post like this? So maybe this is why Sonic Tubers stopped talking about Zippo, because even Prem told me that, people haven't even talked about him lately, especially in the Sonic community, ever since he dissed Sonic Tubers. He's like, you know what? Fuck this guy. Like, he needs to get off his high horse. If you're going to call out Sonic Tubers on your blog publicly, you might as well not be cryptic about it, my guy. Even the comments here is like, it's really funny on how you gave up on your fake ass leaks and instead make shitty predictions Classic Zippo moment. So this person obviously knows Zippo. He knows his shenanigans. And another person says, you are not a credible leaker. Resetera was right to delete your account. Where was all that stuff you mentioned besides Metroid? Now after today, I don't want to hear about Zippo and Sonic leaks ever again. From this day forth, he is eviscerated from ever giving leaks to the community. Don't look at his blog, don't give him any attention, don't make videos talking about his made up leaks. He has been cast out to the Shadow Realm. Like seriously, how are you going to call yourself Zippo? And yeah, I got more accurate predictions on Sonic than you. I should be the new Zippo, like I said before. And I know he probably watches me too, because I was the first to bring back the discussions of Sonic Adventure Remakes back in the beginning of the year when I made that evidence video, the video that has over 50,000 views, because I had evidence of Sega working on the adventure games once. I'll admit, Zippo fooled us a bit, but the gig is up. And for some of you Zippo stans out there, like, I can't believe this guy has stans. All the haters were saying, hey Gamer Dad, you're just jealous about Zippo. Zippo is right about everything. Zippo, we stand Zippo. Jealous of Zippo? Why? Like, what would I be jealous of? That he fabricates shit on a blog post and Sonic fans blindly believe him? There's nothing to envy about this guy. You know, and I am so glad Soa City made that article debunking all the shit he made. Because I don't want to hear about this guy again. You know, he brought false hope to the Sonic community in the beginning of the year, made us think that Sega was going to go back to the Adventure Remake. Like, he really got Prem fooled. What do you guys think about this bombshell? I'm going to need all of you to drop me a like, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and also go to that video where I debunked Zippo's leaks and hit the like button on that too to show us some more love. Because I was right about not trusting Zippo all along. People were telling me the Sega insiders I talked to were made up too. Well, Zippo must have pulled all his insiders out of his ass then. So yeah, that's all I got to say on the Zippo situation. I'm not going to talk about him again. So like, even if he gets something right, I'm just going to get it from other sources because I'm tired of hearing about this guy. But anyway, that's all I got for now, guys. So until next time, I'm out.